Hello, TGIF, everybody. It's nice to see a Friday, right? Ready for some Friday night fun. I took last night off. I didn't really feel like I could contribute much, so I didn't. Come on. Hey, so is everybody excited about the weekend? I'm pretty excited about it. We're going to go to a party tomorrow night. It's going to be great fun. Oh, okay, yeah. Well, appreciate it. An awesome party, that's right. Yep. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited about it. I'm excited about tonight's Friday night fun too. I hope somebody shows up and has fun with me because I am a lot of fun. So you're missing out if you don't show up. There's been lots of stuff going on this week. It's been a lot, I think. Always gives us something to talk about at least. I can usually figure out something to talk about anyway. Pretty good at running my mouth if trying to get Well, I bet you are. I bet you're doing a lot of stuff. Try to get some sleep though. Uh, you'll need it for tomorrow. Yep. I could see that. I can see that very easily. Mm. I don't blame you one bit. That's for Rizzle. A real. I'm excited for that food too. It looks amazing. So, what are we going to talk about tonight? What's a really fun topic to talk about? What's something that's not going to be depressing? It's not going to piss anybody off. Let's see. Um, I don't know. Let me think. Something really good besides a party I'm going to tomorrow, which I'm going to participate in a white elephant gift. And I've actually never ever been to a white elephant function or whatever you call it. I've never participated in it before. Yep. Pretty damn impossible for that to happen. So I'm a little excited about doing a white elephant, but honestly, it's made me think about it a lot more than I really ever thought that much about it because I never done it before. I think maybe I did one time. I don't know, like 20 years ago or something. But people didn't play right, and I don't. I feel like there was something that bothered me about the whole thing. It wasn't. I don't know. Anyway, kind of excited about it now. Like, I bet it's fun. I bet it could be fun. I know the one that, if I'm even right about doing, maybe it was not even white elephant, maybe it was something else. But I remember being very annoyed because people were just not playing right or something. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I was in my 20s. Yeah, yeah, right. I could see me getting very annoyed though if somebody takes my present and I don't want them to take it. Because I feel like I'm the type that gets something really stupid. Um, like I know I watched one on 90 Day Fiance, and it was like a whoopee cushion. And I was like, oh, that would really piss me off if I got something like that and had to have it. I would just not take it. I don't want that. That's really stupid. So if anybody that's going tomorrow plans on bringing a whoopee cushion, don't. Where do you even buy those at? I've never like seen one anywhere. I've heard of them and they're at things. I don't even know where you buy that at though. I think it's pretty stupid. Maybe it's great fun and I'm just missing out. I don't know. All right. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find one and I'm gonna take it. Hmm. That should be fun. So it looks like we're not going to have very many participants tonight. Guess everybody's busy, which it is the time of year. I can see it. So maybe we'll just have to start a game of Jenga. Just try to have some fun. I don't know if anybody has any ideas about a white elephant gift. Something that would be fun. I want people to want my gift, but I want to want my gift also. Like I want to want the gift I get. Okay, I'm talking way too much about this white elephant situation. Oh, I want to remind everybody that um, I'm going to be on on Nikki 38's panel on Sunday. Oh, that's a good idea. Okay, so I get something I want and then try to get it back. Okay, I can see that happening. That's a great idea. But I think it's a $25 limit. And so I can't get a serving set for 25 bucks. Otherwise, I would do that and I would make sure I got it back. So anyway, I'm going to be on Nikki 38's panel on Sunday um, at 7 o'clock Eastern time. And we're going to do a really fun Katie Joy roast. Mm-hmm. We're going to have some of the best of Katie Joy. I don't know what you call them. They're not bloopers because that's what it's not. She's doing just what she does, but it's going to be hilarious. It's going to be super, super funny. So I suggest being there. I do. I think you will have a really good time if you manage to make it there. So anyway, I think that we have had some things going on in Idaho. I don't know, a really weird story about a neighbor that says he did hear screams that night and he didn't put it together until later, which sounds really weird to me that you would not think about that. Like, as soon as you heard there had been a horrible massacre. I don't know. That seemed weird. Also, when he described what he did that night, he was very specific about pretty much everything he did, and down to practicing one of his hobbies of stick juggling. It sounded really odd to me. And just coming out with it now is super strange. But I don't know. I'm not making any kind of an accusation, other than I think he's odd. And I just do, regardless. I think that's I don't know if you would just really tell people that you were practicing your stick juggling. I don't know. But, that's impressive. I can't juggle shit, so who am I? My granddaughter, believe it or not, asked me to juggle frequently. For some reason, she thinks that I can, and I just won't. I can't. But I wish I could, I guess. I've only really tried for her just to show her that I can't. But, what can you do? If you can't juggle, then I guess I don't know what you do. But what I thought was really weird about this guy, too, and I can't find the video on this. I've heard it on a couple of different channels, but I don't know where they're getting it at. Because I have tried to find it. I don't know. But I don't understand if he recorded it, if he recorded these screams, why did he not think they were significant? Something is not. There are too many things just not driving over there. They're really not. Missed what? Weird. If you want to juggle sticks, that's fine. I mean, I just think that it's weird that you are gonna Oh, you missed the record. Well, I've heard it on a couple of different channels, but I don't know where it's coming from. I tried to find. Apparently, he recorded these screams. It says, "Stop it," and then it said, "Leave me alone." I don't know where the hell that's coming from. But why would you record that if you did not think it was significant? Because he said he thought it was just regular noises that he would hear from parties. And obviously he can't say, well, he says he can't say exactly where that came from, where the screams came from. But if you recorded that, then you must have thought it was significant. I don't, it's just, the whole thing seems really weird to me. And we're hearing that the next morning, the door was open, the front door was wide open. And the police chief says he was not aware of that. I don't know. Everything is really, I'm so afraid they're going to botch this up. I really am. It doesn't seem possible with DNA, but you know, shit is just too weird. So I don't know. Who knows what's going to happen there? I feel like I believe that the FBI is starting to take over a little bit more. And hopefully that's happening, because otherwise, I don't know. How do they not know shit? How are they just asking for footage? That should have been happening day one. They should have already been through every kind of, video, from homes to traffic lights, everything. That should have already happened weeks ago. So I don't get it. It's a little disturbing.
Memories.
Yeah, he does.
Come on.
He does have a record.
Come on.
Go potty. Go with daddy. Go.
Come on.
Oh, hey, Top Hats, you're here. I'm not either. I'm not sold on that either. I find that's extremely weird. That just came out of nowhere. That's super weird. Have you heard the recording? Hey, have you heard it, Top Hats? Because I don't. It seems really, really weird to me. Like, where did that really actually come from, right? I can't find it anywhere, but I mean, I heard it on 2 different channels, but I don't know where they got it from. I couldn't find it. But I don't know what it means anyway, because it doesn't seem, I have a problem with it. I can play probably some of it from Justin's. I know I heard it on Justin's today. And another channel that I don't know, and I had to get out of there. I was very annoyed. But I can't find, I kept trying to find where they were getting it from, and I don't know where they got it from. It doesn't even sound like what you would expect it to sound like based on what happened. I don't think. But I feel like it's fake or something. You know, people are weird. People will do some weird ass shit. Try to involve themselves in things. And I mean, why would you really seriously be like, I had some tea, fed the cat, juggled some sticks, recorded an argument. It would sound more like an argument or something. I don't know. Something doesn't jive for me on that. I will try to find it. I mean, like I said, I know Justin had it on today, but I know. Yeah, that's all I heard too. It doesn't seem right though. Why would you record that? If you're going to record something, then you obviously thought it had significance. So nothing. It just doesn't sound right to me. I don't like any part of it. And to wait this long just really doesn't. And I don't know that he even took it to the police. I think my understanding is exactly right. It's way too weird. And I think he just told a newspaper. I don't think he told the police. No, it doesn't make any sense. And I hope he gets in trouble if he's just fucking around, because I think he is. Yeah, I think it is too. I think it's made up too. I feel like it is. Yeah, I think so too. I don't buy it. Right. Right. And what made him decide to just start recording in the middle of juggling? I mean, it doesn't make any sense to me. It seems like one of these people that wants to get in the middle of something. How does anybody know when where that recording actually came from? Yeah, to hear specific words like that. I mean, I don't know. To me, whenever I first heard that he had someone had heard a scream, I thought just like a scream, not like stop it, leave me alone. Oh, hi, Share Bear. Well, we just got started, so we're trying to figure out what kind of nonsense this video is that this guy has all of a sudden. I think it's just ridiculous, and it is very sad for people to just want to screw with shit like that. I mean, it's always a bad in poor taste, of course. It's not a good thing when you hear about this stuff, but seriously, this is so horrible. Any kind of joking or screwing around is really obnoxious, and I definitely question the validity of it. And I don't know where it's coming from because I tried to find it, I couldn't. Oh, really? Where? I heard, um, I have a clip from an former FBI assistant director or something that said he thinks it's going to go cold because he said it doesn't sound like things were done right. And that's really, I'm kind of feeling that way too. I'm feeling like they are screwing this shit up. I mean, I realize, and you always know for sure, and you expect, obviously, there's just a lot of things that had, that they're just not saying. But I'm starting to wonder now. Oh, yeah, he did go to, he, Ethan went to a ball. Xana didn't go. Um, he went with his both his twins and his twin sister's roommate. He went there earlier and then came back. From my understanding, that was way earlier in the night. That's not part of the missing time frame. Betty's ball. I don't know. There's way too much that they don't, that I just assumed they knew and weren't revealing. And another thing, they really, I get a lot of people are still going to come down on Kaylee's dad for mentioning that, they're not telling them enough. But the fact is, they cleared several people right out of the gate. But they're not telling anybody why or how they managed to do that so quickly. That's kind of a problem. I mean, I understand you can't tell everything, but you need to just not say we don't believe they have anything to do with it. You need to know whether somebody has something to do with it or not. You need to know, and you need to definitely have an alibi that you can confirm that is a fact. Yeah, they cleared people way very, very fast. And how did you clear them? What do you mean? Like, this is just really, and I feel bad because at this point, I honestly I can't even stand the sight of that police chief anymore. I really can't. And I feel bad about that because I know, he's been emotional and I'm sure that it is upsetting to him. But when he says things like, I don't know what you're talking about, why don't you? Why don't you? And I really think that them packing up that stuff was something just to, like get people off their case and stuff. I don't think that was the right thing to do. Like I said the other night, they just react to things, and that's not helpful. Yeah, I saw that today too on Justin's. Yeah. Right. But you don't hear anything about it. And so the thing is, Alexis, my thinking is this. They're only talking about people that other people are talking about. Like when they talk about the food truck video, they only talk about the Jack guy. That's it. And because other people were talking about it. So it's like they just want to explain and react to what they're hearing. Like they're not doing anything beyond that. My assumption has been all along that they are. But when he comes out yesterday and says he doesn't know anything about the door being open, I mean, what the hell? I feel like they didn't go around and talk to neighbors like like they should. How would they not know that? Right. It's so weird. I don't. But if you have FBI there, they have to be at least say. I mean, I realize they're not in charge. I guess that they have to be saying, "Hey," they have to be advising them. I don't see how they did. I do not see how they possibly verified anything in order to clear those people. And would they have ever, if that food truck video never came out and no one ever talked about Hoodie Guy, would they have ever even said anything to us? I don't think so. They just react to what people are talking about. That's it. Because also, once now that body cam video came out, they're immediately saying, "Oh, the vehicle that you see in that recording is not the one we're talking about." Why are you just now talking about a vehicle, first of all? Yeah, but he right. Why? And if they didn't know it right then, but if a neighbor is just now coming out and saying it, why is it that the neighbor that they didn't already talk to the neighbor? I mean, does it matter? I don't know. I think it does because according to the neighbor, it was like at 8 o'clock in the morning. Nobody was awake at that time. Right. I actually found the food truck footage on one of the Facebook pages before shit started going private and stuff. But my internet wouldn't work that night, so I couldn't show it. But yeah, no, the police haven't found any of that stuff themselves. It doesn't appear that they did. Right. No, and I am not suggesting that I know who did anything because I don't. I don't get me wrong, I am not making accusations towards anyone, nothing like that. But I have a problem with those roommates calling their friends before they called the police. I actually do. That's a problem for me. And when I hear things like, well, the reason they thought somebody was passed out is because they weren't answering their phone, whoever assumes that? That's not a natural assumption. Like I tell people all the time, just because I have a cell phone doesn't mean that I'm not in the shower sometimes, that I'm not going to the bathroom at times. It does not mean that I'm able to answer the phone 24/7. Sometimes I'm busy. Sometimes I don't want to talk on the phone. I'm not going to. I would sure hate for somebody to call 911 because I didn't answer my phone. That would be ridiculous. Don't ever do that to me, FYI. Anybody who knows me, don't ever do that. Right. But if you recall, we heard a couple of times that because everybody's trying to understand why you were saying somebody was unconscious when they were clearly stabbed to death. But somebody came out and said, well, it's because they weren't answering their phones or text messages. That is no reason to think that somebody is unconscious. It's not. What about I'm busy? Absolutely. Right. No, I feel the same way, Cher Bear. Why would you, if you saw a scene like that, it had to be a scene when you have blood running down walls. Why would the first thing you do is call your friends? Like I said, I guess I could almost see like my kids calling me after they called 911 and then immediately calling me to say, guess what just happened? Your first thought is not to call your friends. I'm not saying they did anything, but my question has kind of been, did they call people to say, hey, like, in case you guys had something to do with this? Or I mean, I don't know. I shouldn't say that. But there is something not right with that. I'm not even going to say anything about them supposedly not hearing anything, but it's the calling your friends first. That's a huge problem for me. That's exactly right. No, you're right, Sherman. That's exactly right. I would have lost my shit, ran down the street screaming for somebody to call 911. That's exactly right. Yep. No, the neighbor didn't go in. She just saw that the door was open. The girls were in the house. I don't know who found them. All they will say is that it was one of the surviving, one of the roommates that was survived. It was their phone, but it wasn't them that made the call. It wasn't the person who made the call. It was not their phone. It was somebody else's. We don't know who made the call. They're not saying. Right. No, I'm sure they didn't. But they should have known because the 911 call should have been hysterical. I've heard 911 calls when, like, one specific, it was a roommate and she came home from work and found this, and they were like, is she breathing? And she's all screaming, I'm not touching her. I can't. And they were like, well, try. And she's like, no, no. Like, that was a frantic, this is a scene here. This is a scene, and I'm not. We're not hearing anything like that having gone on. See, how did you call your friends? And they called fraternity people, members, whatever. Yeah, this was really not. Mm-mm. The more I'm hearing, the less confidence I have, and the more suspicious I'm getting. And when the dad says some people were cleared way too soon, I don't. They were all cleared way too soon. Nobody should have been cleared. But again, they were reacting to what public, what's out in the public. That's what they're just reacting to, that shit. That's why they went and packed up their stuff. That was stupid. You don't do things. If you're really just doing it, you're going to just do it and not tell people, but not go trying to satisfy him here and there and throw a bone. You just need to say, no, this is what it has to happen. So you're gonna have to handle it, like it or not. That is a fact. And people could understand that more than you just going off and doing shit. Oh, wow. Were you really? Oh my God, Cher Bear, that's crazy. That doesn't sound right to you, right? And what I heard there was a 911 call operator or somebody that tried to, because they just want to keep trying to fix the whole unconscious thing. Someone said, "Oh, that's just how the 911 people record it. Doesn't matter what shape they're in. They just always say unconscious." Is that true, Cher Bear? Is that, because that doesn't sound right to me. And it sounds just like them doing what they've been doing, trying to just come up with excuses for shit. Yeah, that's one thing that we had thought about. We had thought that maybe one of them saw the scene and passed out, and then so somebody called about that. Hey, sister. But things just are not adding up. They're not adding up at all. So in some cases, they're actually saying too much. They need to just shut up. If your thing is you're not going to tell, then quit saying stuff. Quit saying anything, because every time they open their mouth, they're making things sound way worse. Okay, right. But you don't just, no matter, you don't just say to people, you don't just put out, um, we have somebody unconscious. You can say there's a bloodbath here. I mean, I don't know. But to me, we've heard several excuses, in my opinion, why it was put out that way. Why so many different things to say about it? Say what the truth is. Did somebody pass out based on the sight they saw? I could understand that. But instead of saying that, which people could say, okay, we started just coming up with that on our own. They were saying, no, that's what a 911 operator always says. And then they said, um, what was the other thing they said? Oh, shit. Now I just said it, but I'm just really frustrated with the whole situation. I feel like this is not going to happen. The only way it's going to work out is going to be through forensics, uh, DNA or something. Okay, yeah, that's what I would assume. That's the kind of thing we've seen on TV and stuff. Right, right. See, that sounds. Oh, no, I know. The excuses they gave us were, that's what a 911 dispatcher always says. It doesn't matter what shape they're in. It's just if they're not awake. And the other one was that probably because they weren't answering their phones. None of these are good reasons to assume that somebody's unconscious, first of all. And not answering a phone does not mean you're unconscious, but you wouldn't just say that if there were 4 people stabbed to death, right? That right. Right. See, and there again, they can clearly tell us it's none of our business. But they don't. To me, they react, and they're not reacting well. Oh God. Mm-hmm. You know what, Share Bear? What I've been thinking is that the blood you had to have been able to smell blood. What? Oh, I've been picturing in my head that it must smell like blood really bad, and that just makes me like sick to my stomach. No, there's just way too many questions, and now this guy popping up with this recording, that is super weird to me. I'm not buying any of this. And also you can't go along with the whole idea that, I mean, we all remember that Shanann Watts' family believed him, Chris Watts. Look how Lacey Peterson's family totally defended that jackass Scott. Of course they do, because nobody can really believe that. Okay, see, there you go. That's exactly right. Okay, I couldn't figure out how to say that right, but there you go. Right, are they injured? Right, are they just passed out, or are they completely bloody? Come on. Because I'm thinking, Sherber, also as a dispatcher, you might want to be telling them, are you in danger? If you came across this, is a person still there? Could you be in danger? You wouldn't want to call your friends and let's all congregate here. There might still be a killer in the damn house, right? No, it doesn't. Nothing is ringing good for me. Hi, TGIF to you too. Yes, I'm loving it. Except, right, right. And you would obviously want to see if they are in danger. I would think. I would be getting the hell out of there. 100%, I'm out. I don't know if there's still a killer here or not, but I am getting the hell out. That is for sure what I would be doing. I want no part of that shit. Sure Bear, have you heard that recording? Lori, have you heard that recording? Because I don't think I buy it. I don't know where the hell it came from, but I don't think it's true. I think there's some very questionable. It's so weird. It's so weird. I'm going to have to try to find. Right, Alexis. It's exact right. I mean, and of course, nobody thinks that. You don't think it. And how many times do you end up thinking it? And you end up knowing it. No, and the thing is, it's somebody who knows him very well. People, no, I don't know. People, I don't think just go and do something crazy like that. I don't know. I don't buy that. I don't buy that guy coming out with that tape this week. No way. And if you're going to be so detailed about everything you did that night, honestly, you can't do that. Everybody knows that's weird. You know, if my neighbors were found massacred like that, the first thing I would think about is the fact that I had heard screams. But he's going to go off about how he fed a cat and had some tea and juggled sticks. That there's something super fucking weird about all of this. No, I haven't heard the 911 calls either. We just have been told that the call came in that somebody was unconscious, and then they got there and found this whole thing. And it was one of the roommates' phones that was used to make the 911 call, but they weren't the ones who made the call. It was just their phone. They're actually very weird about it. But because people have had a hard time with the fact that the call came in that somebody was unconscious, it's like, well, it was far more than that. And so they've reacted in really weird ways. And it totally seems to be bull crap. And the body cam, I don't think we've heard any 911 calls. The body cam of the officer from the Banfield came out. But I don't even think that call has come out yet. It's too weird. Everything is so suspicious to me. Even everybody's behavior, everybody's. And it's also weird that the president of the university is at every press conference. Why? That's what is worrying me. I feel like there's so much concern about trying to sweep it under the rug, that's what they did in the very beginning, that they probably have screwed some shit up because they don't want the whole economy there is 100% that university. That's it. No, and that's what I've been willing to accept. Sis, I understand that. That would be great, but I think that's not true. I've been believing that all along. But the shit they're coming out with, asking if people have footage. The other day they asked that, not day one. They come out with a suspicious vehicle the other day. Why did it take so damn long for that? And when they asked the chief of police yesterday about the door being open, he says, that's news to me. It's exactly what he said. That's news to me. Like they didn't talk to the neighbors and shit. And then there's other neighbor comes out with this recording of people screaming. Every bit of it is, I'm not good with it. I would love it if I thought they actually had something they just weren't telling us. But I don't know that. Right. What is unconscious? What is passed out? Right. Exactly right. Oh gosh. Well, I assume it was the police. God. Because they're not on campus. I don't know. I sure as hell hope that they're just playing stupid as shit because. And let me play this video for you guys. Because this was upsetting to me. Wait, what happened? Oh, okay.
Chris, I want to show everybody this graphic just one more time. This is the floor by floor of the home. We know the two that were on the first floor, they survived. They were not attacked. And then you had, and in fact, they were asleep during the whole thing, apparently. Then on floor 2, you have Zaina and Ethan. Floor 3 was Kaylee and Maddie. So that's what we have there. When you hear about the gap in the timeline, does that raise any alarm bells for you?
Well, it's certainly something that needs to be filled in, but I don't know how significant it really is at this point. It's hard to believe with as many interviews as they've done, as much as investigation as they've done, and the tips and leads that have come in, that they couldn't reconstruct where those two were for 5 hours. Maybe they were at the fraternity house and they went off into a room together for 5 hours. Who knows? But I think more significantly is the type of investigation they've conducted seems to be a little bit dogged by tunnel vision on this targeting thing. When I hear about 150 interviews, I really want to hear about 1,000 interviews, because that is a neighborhood that's surrounded, that house is surrounded by apartments, it's surrounded by houses, and I guarantee you there's at least 1,000 people within a football field of that house. So I think this person came on foot. So I think that the investigation needs to fall back and go back to gumshoe, go back knocking on doors, account for absolutely everybody who's in that neighborhood, and do very incisive interviews on them.
At this point, what sort of help do you think, from your experience, the FBI is providing to the local police?
Yeah, there's a very sensitive dynamic when you have small police departments. You don't have primary federal jurisdiction here. The FBI is in a helping role, as is the Idaho State Police. So a small police department like that, and this is no criticism, but they're a lot like a teenager in the sense that they overestimate their capabilities and they don't want anybody telling them what to do or how to do it. So I think that in this case, the FBI is offering their assistance, especially on the forensic side. State police, same. But I'm afraid that the Moscow department has just rigidly held on to the lead in this and made some bad decisions along the way, which have affected the investigation. You can see the frustration coming out with the families about that.
One last quick question, and you might not have an answer for this, but when do you think there might be some more answers? The Idaho police chief told Fox News the case is not going cold.
It's at a sensitive stage. It's on the verge of being a cold case in the sense that resources on the FBI and the state police start to peel off. The MVPs right now are going to be the analysts, the investigative analysts who work the software, the case management and forensic software, so that they can make connections, make queries, get all the data in there, which I hope it is by now, and start to make intelligent associations, particularly with other crimes and other jurisdictions, past and unfortunately maybe future. Because I think this case is going to get solved by that type of police work, perhaps matching it with another crime that's been committed in the past, or God forbid, one that may yet have had taken place.
Chris Swecker, former FBI assistant, thank you so much for being here. We'll stay on the story. Thank you.
Thank you.
See, that doesn't sound good to me. See, my problem with that, Sugar, is the fact that I feel like they react when the parents come out and say something, then they come out and say some, they react to it to try to stop it, when it's very, they could very easily say, listen, we got this. We're not going to tell you. We're just not. But they don't come out like that. They almost come out like they're trying to, just put little Band-Aids on shit. And with that guy saying that they have seen, that they have interviewed 150 people, no, that's not enough. And we're hearing things that indicate that they haven't interviewed everybody. Well, I feel like they had to have gotten cut somehow. I can't see how you could do all that without having some kind of a cut. I don't know, though. They said they have 113 pieces of information or evidence. Yeah, I think definitely. I feel like I think the person was laying in wait. They were there when everybody got home. You know, what they told us was all 6 people came home at 1:45 ish, and then I think the person was upstairs. I think they already had the dog put away, and I think the target was upstairs on the 3rd floor, and I feel like probably Ethan and Xana heard it, and Ethan must maybe went to look. That's why he was not in bed. And then she was the one who had defensive wounds where she fought back. That's what this is just my made up. Clearly, I have no idea. I didn't do it. I'm telling you that. No, I don't think that is a lot. I don't think it is. No, I don't think so. Right. And we watched them not have gloves and different shit. Remember we saw right on the news where the guy went to get gloves out of his pocket and realized he didn't have them, so he just marched on. No, I think that definitely it makes me nervous as hell because that is a pretty gruesome situation to not to botch it. I mean, that will become a ghost town. They can hang up their reputation right here and right now if they have fucked this up like that. Yeah, that person knew how to get in there. A novel. This is somebody very close. You don't do shit like that. I don't believe for 1 second that there's a drug aspect in this. I do not. That's not how that's not how those things go. You don't get that close and personal. I mean, you do. Like even in Arizona, we've actually had people decapitated and stuff. And that's a signature thing for cartel. That is to say that those are warnings. We've had them, just not even 50 miles down the road, we had someone decapitated. And that's a very signature thing for the drug cartel. And it's basically just telling people, we told you not to mess with this, and here you go. But other than that, they don't, that a hit does not go off like that. Yeah, this was not a drug hit, I don't believe. I know people are trying to see that because of Xana's mom and stuff. I don't think so. That's a very personal thing to stab someone. We've talked about this before. If I have to, I guess I will to protect myself, but that would be the last way I would ever think about hurting anything, anyone, myself, anything. I don't ever want to feel anything puncture someone's skin. I don't. The thought of it makes me sick. Yeah, no. No, there was so many. The thing, Alexis. There were so many different people in and out of there. Even the food truck guy. There's a TikTok, I think it is. But there's video of the food truck guy at a party at that house, and he was drunk, creeping up on them and stuff. But the thing is, you know what? They keep saying that he took off to Africa, and that night he drove to his parents' cabin. I don't know that that's true. To me, they're just rumors. I don't know that anybody has proven that he's actually in Africa right now. And I don't think that you would just, I don't know. No reason for me to act like I have any idea what a killer is thinking, because I don't. But for it to be that personal and that, what's the right word? So gruesome. So I can't think of the right word, but I mean, that is like a, you know what? I'm not sure. Top hats. You know what? I don't know. I wonder, does anybody know that? I'm curious about that too. Because she obviously wasn't in class anymore. She was going to graduate this weekend. So sad. Yeah, that's true. I hadn't thought about that. It is a good question. Because she obviously didn't need to be in class. I don't know I mean, they said she was just there for that weekend and she wasn't supposed to be, but so somebody had to know that she was. Probably not everybody would know that. Right. No, I think for me personally, I kind of feel like it's just based on the leaks and things that we're getting. I feel like it is a good, I would be looking more at her Jack. Because if the dog was handled, it's his dog too. Yeah, me too. And the family says they were going to be getting back together and stuff, but she was getting ready to move. She was moving for a job, and also she was going to go to Europe on a trip before she moved. So it didn't, to me, that didn't sound like getting back together. I don't know. Again, I don't know. Right, like at the bar that night. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like it's her, and but whoever it was able to manage that dog. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Thank you. Yeah, I think so too. That's exactly what I think happened. And you know what? Something else I was thinking about, you guys, and maybe I'm just looking at it wrong, but when we look at that body cam from the police officer, and it looks like you can see the lights go out. I'm wondering if it's not just because he was walking towards that road. I'm kind of wondering if it's not just that he got far enough that another building covered that. So maybe the light didn't go out, it just quit showing it. Am I making sense? Right. Yep. Yep. That's what I think so too. Yeah, I think so too. Alexis, right. And you have to wonder, because somebody cared about the dog and the dog handled somebody. I mean, I think they're a very mild mannered breed. I actually want one really bad. They are so cute. Um, but it still had to be for somebody to do all that. Why didn't they actually? And if we even have some people talking about maybe it was a person who did something to an animal prior to this. Why didn't that person just stab the dog? No, that is a very I thought that for a while too. I did. Hi, Marion. Welcome. We're trying to solve this case. I think so too. I think that Ethan and Xana saw something. That's what did it. I think they had to have heard something and just kind of got up to see like what. I don't think they thought that, but they probably were like, we need to check this out or something. That's my thinking. Because if it were Maddie, then maybe that person wouldn't even know that Kaylee was there. They would just, so that's very possible too, I think, top hats. Right. Something's weird about the dog situation because if this was just some psycho that had already killed an animal, why wouldn't that dog was put in a position that did not get involved in this. They did say he was not in the scene. He was not in the crime scene. The dog did not get in it. So this isn't just some crazy person that wants to just stab and mutilate shit. Because he would have done that to the dog too. Right. That's quite right. Right. It's one of those two things. Either they did it, the killer did it, or she did it, put the dog in there. Right. So If the killer did it, I think the killer would have just stabbed the dog too. If that's all they wanted to do is just stab shit. People are saying, I don't know. I guess I was so overwhelmed by that video that because people were saying you can hear a dog barking. I actually didn't notice that, but I did hear everybody said it, so I'm sure that is the case. But that would be weird too, because from what we've understood, at some point, if this person was able to, in a whole nother building, record that kind of stuff and people in the home heard nothing, there's something weird. Right, exactly. Big, exactly. Well, and that would make more sense, Alexis, with that video. I just don't buy that video. I don't. And that's a sick, twisted person to pull that out of their ass all of a sudden. Yeah, exactly right. Right, Top Hat. I think so. But what's really crazy to me is that did they stay long enough to clean up enough that because there's nothing outside of the house. There's no blood outside of the house. That's what has really got me thrown. Like they had a bunny suit on and took all that off and put it in a bag and left with it. Because how did they not drip anything? It's so weird. Because with other people in the house, you wouldn't hang around. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's so crazy. That's why it has to be Saul. We can't not know what the hell happened here. That is so not okay. All of this, we're going to talk about all of this, and next thing you know, they're going to give us some bullshit that it was random. I won't believe it. I'm not. And I'm not going to we can't keep buying bullshit from people. Something is not right that went on with Kylie Rodney either, and that irritates the shit out of me. But they can't try to shine this off on whatever. Random. This was not random. I will not believe that at all. And look what stuff they do. They came out, well, maybe the house was targeted. Well, that's straight bullshit. That absolutely is not true. It was not a robbery. Yeah, they obviously felt comfortable with that, right? Because they had to have cleaned up or something. Don't you guys think? But see, if they do that, then they have to leave some of their DNA one way or another. They just have to. But if it's somebody very close to them, some of that DNA would not be unusual to be there. Right? If it's in Maddie's bed and there's a hair fiber or something, that she's somebody she was very close to, then that wouldn't be unusual to be there. I don't know. I want to solve it. I do. Mostly I just want it solved. But it's not helping for this bullshit to come out because I don't buy this video. I don't. I'm actually quite annoyed by it. Right. Right. They're probably not. And I know there are some kind of stuff that is being said about people, I don't know, or some of these genetic groups are not going along with, they don't want to do that. I don't know, but you got to be able to find one that does. I don't care. You take everybody and ask them to take a DNA. Anybody who's the 1,000 people are closest to them, you ask them to take a DNA test. If they don't, then you go and look through their trash and get a piece of it and figure it out. You can't let this person roam the damn streets. Oh, wow. Really, Top Hats? Let's show that. See, that's what really is scary too, because, I really want to believe shit like that doesn't happen, but it does. Wow. Well, if you look at where Kylie Rodney died, that was in what is it, Pacer County? Is that the name of it? And there is a lot of crazy shit that goes on in that county, and it has. Have you guys ever watched Murder Mountain on Netflix? That's also Pacer County, and that is some really messed up shit. Right? So he had to have cleaned up there. He felt very comfortable there, I think. Yeah, see, that's so messed up when that happens. And it happens a lot more than it should. That's for damn sure. If you think about, I always talk about this because it's just something that frustrates me, but from Making a Murder with that Brendan kid, that just pisses me off. Because in some situations, like with Making a Murder, what I believe has happened there is they just are their egos will not have it. I don't think they're actually corrupt. Their egos are not standing for it. And that kid is a slow adult. He's not right. And he just said whatever the hell would let him get back to class and give his report. He's never been home again. That is not okay. It absolutely does. Top Hats. And that really, it so pisses me off because You know, I come from a family of law enforcement, and I know how my family behaved. And it's so discouraging to think that that kind of shit happens. And we know it does. You know, it's not just corruption, though. Like I said, sometimes it's egos, whatever. I think in making a murder, that, you know, it's from the police officers to the DA. They won't hear of it. They've stuck their heels in, and they are not going to listen to anything. And that's insane because people's lives are ruined. They're in prison. It's absolutely insane. It's so upsetting. You know, speaking of Quentin, I guess Billy Joe donated all those toys. I think we talked about that this week. But that was really good. That was a good thing. And tomorrow, I don't know where it's going to be uh, where to watch it at, but I guess there's going to be an interview with the babysitter. I don't know who it is. Some kind of local news, I think there. I saw it on Cinema Shogun. And I like him. I know Dolly just tore him up, but I actually have watched him for quite a while. So if anybody is concerned about that, I was just listening and I didn't. Nice. Some of that white wine, huh? What are you trying to serve me tomorrow? I need to know, because I need to know if I got to bring my own serving. I'm sure I've left plenty of vodka there. But if you need more, I need to make sure that it's there. Yeah, this one, I just really can't stand it. We've had some really nasty, horrible things happening lately. I still can't handle that girl. I haven't heard that for a long time, Top Hats. That's funny. Oh my gosh. Uh, That's funny. Yeah, with this little girl this week, God, well, how much nastiness. So I need to bring some Red Bull. You never drink liquor anyway. That's good. I need to bring some Red Bull though, correct? I'll just do it anyway, actually. Oh, you were gonna have a cocktail tonight? I've never seen you have a cocktail. Oh, you were gonna make some Red Bull. Oh, this is fun. I might have to pop on tomorrow night just for a minute to show, because she's really putting on quite a extravaganza. a cocktail party. I'll bring Red Bull for my white elephant gift, and then I'll just drink it. Just kidding. Just kidding. I have no idea what you're talking about. Somebody might have to explain that to me. Yeah, I don't understand what she's saying, but I'm going to call BS because I've never seen you drink whiskey ever. Ever. I'm not trying to get you to drink it, believe me. I'm just saying. I think it's a bunch of BS. Okay, I either a frat boy and World War II vet when it comes to drinking. I don't know what that means. Well, you can explain it to me some other day because I don't get it.
Teetotaler.
Huh?
A teetotaler.
I don't know what that means either. She's not going to drink whiskey. She's full of shit. Okay, well. Wow, you stopped smoking. Wait. How did you do that? Share Bear, how did you quit smoking? Oh, well, I will drop a link for show. How did you quit smoking? Yeah, congratulations. That's awesome. She does drink like a fish, but not whiskey. Hello,
Hello, Bueller.
right?
Just kidding. Well,
Oh,
hello there. Friday Night Live. Good times.
right? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I'm unless somebody wanted a cooking with a fig episode, I'm not going to be on camera here. Got a lot going on in here. So
No, I know.
super hectic. Trying to soften some butter up in this bitch.
Well, when did you drink whiskey? You've never drank whiskey.
Yes, I have. I like whiskey. I like bourbon, especially. That's why I said it's beer or bourbon, like a frat boy or a World War II vet. Those are the only two options you get with me. That's what I meant by that.
I'm not hip to that lingo.
Oh, I made it up, so it's okay.
Oh,
it's not
yeah,
a
I was going to
phrase.
say, well, I'm pretty hip, but
It's not a real thing. So
oh, okay.
yeah.
Like I'm trying to figure out what's going on here, and I'm just not doing so well.
Mr. Snotty was picking up what I was putting down.
Yeah, yeah. Because he's pretty, he's Mr. Snotty's a Scotch drinker. Well, he was at one time.
Yeah, Scotchy.
Oh, okay. I get.
Did he also have a lot of mahogany shelves and leather-bound books?
What?
Man, do you just not get anything tonight? That was on Anchorman.
No.
Remember?
That's what?
He likes his. It's on Anchorman. Right? He likes his
Oh.
Scotch, and his leather-bound books.
Oh.
That's awesome, Share Bear. I actually tried to quit last year, and I quit for a couple months, got back on it, and so I'm getting ready to try to quit again here. So
Wow. That is
Good job.
awesome. Good job.
that is awesome. It's not an easy thing to do for sure.
Oh my gosh. No. I quit for 3 months on using a vape, and I actually was very happy about it. Like, I didn't want a cigarette at all. And I went to a party, of course, and drinking.
Mhm. It's always those bad influences.
And I ran out of the vape juice or whatever, so I smoked a cigarette, and then that was it. And I've been trying to go back to vape, but I don't know what's wrong. I can't. I don't know. 52 years. Wow.
Yeah, that's amazing, Share Bear. That's awesome. Good job.
I know. I've smoked for 42, I've smoked for at least 42 years. No, about 44 years, I think I've smoked. From the time I started having my own pack.
Right. I was going to say, I think my mother-in-law remembers seeing you at 8 with a cigarette at one point. So might be fibbing a little bit there.
No, I did. But from the time I think I was probably 10 or 11 when I definitely carried my own pack. I've smoked as long as I can remember, quite honestly. But I just was smoking other people's cigarettes.
I've been smoking since as long as you know about it.
Oh yeah, right.
It's the minute you found out. That was the first minute.
Yeah, right. You used Chantix to quit 2 years ago.
Me?
Oh no.
Oh,
Top
somebody
Hats.
else. Okay. Oh, wow.
But he said he started back again.
It's so hard. It really is tough.
I heard that helps, but then you can't stop taking it, right? Like, you have to keep taking it, and who knows Chantix, if you keep taking it, what happens? Like, you start gambling and having a whore, I don't know.
A whole bunch of other things.
Promiscuous, where go ahead and smoke.
Yeah, they're not prescribing Chantix anymore. I know there was a recall last year, but I don't know why they're not doing it now. But my doctor was telling me something about it. They put me on a different one, but they're not prescribing Chantix anymore, which is
Really?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't really know what the deal is with it.
Because they found out people were gambling on it.
But you keep saying that like you know about it.
No, there's one commercial that's telling you that this is going to make your life great, but you are going to start, you could very possibly become promiscuous and have a gambling problem.
What? So, that's really on there?
Swear to God, ask Mr. Snotty, because I was like, whatever that's fixing might be better than becoming with.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
habits all of a sudden.
Yeah, I mean, the smoking's poor for my health, but the rest of that's going to be poor for the rest of my life. I'm not going to have a whole lot to live for if I start going down that road. That's weird.
Wow. Okay. Crazy dreams. Okay. I know I had bad dreams. When I tried the patch one time, I had really bad, crazy dreams. But who knows? I mean, sometimes now I have crazy dreams and I'm not taking anything weird. Like, I
I
actually
think
dreamed
it's
about Colt and Vanessa from 90 Day Fiance the other day. How weird is that?
uh, I
In the
think
middle
it's
of the
because
night, I had to tell Judy because I'm like, why would a person do this?
well, I think that the type of medications to help you stop smoking are kind of like a anti-anxiety type of medications. Like that's what they put me on, for instance. So it's definitely messing with a lot of your brain chemistry. One of the worst side effects of nicotine withdrawals is really bad anxiety. So it makes sense. I mean, I know Wellbutrin, what they put me on, that gives you some weird dreams for the first couple weeks too, and very weird sleeping habits. So
Well, Butrin, that's what they put Tanya on that time, and you know it's not good.
no, it's fine. The medication itself is fine. Gotta be careful who you're giving it to, I guess. Um, yeah,
Well,
Top Hat's lucid dreams. Yeah, they're very strange, but I know with Wellbutrin, once you get used to they go away. They don't really, for most people. I don't have that issue after a week or so. Share
yeah,
bear.
you know what? No, you're absolutely right, Cher Bear. That's the exact same thing that I keep saying. I do. I hate everything about it. I hate the smell. I hate everything. And the price is seriously retarded. But I don't know. I can't. We have a we have an air thing in this room. Well, because we this is a built-on Arizona room in our house. We don't smoke in the rest of our house, but we have this air thing. What do you call
Air
it?
purifier.
Yeah, it's a kind that they put like in bars and casinos and stuff.
Works pretty damn good.
It does. You can't really tell that we smoke out here. And the kids don't come out here and stuff. But I really do hate everything about cigarettes. I hate everything about it. I don't know how to just quit though. I can't.
Yeah, that's my problem is I don't like it either, but I do like it. So the medication helps if you want to. If you want to start
Right.
doing it.
Well, and that's exactly what I said. For the longest time, I used to say I want to quit, but I didn't want to quit. Now I truly do want to, and
Wow,
sometimes I
Top
feel like,
Hats for $3 a pack, I'd have started again too. Holy crap. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. That just
wait, no, wait.
blew my mind.
Um, what the? Are you kidding? $3 a pack?
That's what I'm saying. I'm mind blown.
Are you stuck in a time warp? What are you talking about?
It's all the taxes, man. That's what gets you.
Oh, it's 100% taxes. 100%. I guarantee you, Philip Morris has dropped their price. 100%.
Yeah, the taxes on them. They're about $10 here, maybe a little more.
It's all taxes. This is what Mr. Snotty has said for years. When the government can give up nicotine, I will. Because they are way more addicted to that shit than we are.
Oh,
No,
man,
it's
Mr.
all
Snotty.
taxes.
My only vice. Yeah, there you go, Top Hat. If you only got to have one. Unfortunately, it's not my only one, but it's still okay.
Well, my mother-in-law's husband said his only vice at this point was sugar, and he gave up sex, he gave it all up, and so he's not giving up sugar. And I was like, okay, well, I don't even want to know about that.
Thanks,
Well,
Poppy.
as the ambulance is here to get you, but Um,
3 hours.
yeah, I can't. I have a lot of bad habits, but probably smoking is the worst. I guess. I don't know.
One sec. BRB.
So yeah, I'm not going to give up my cocktails either. I'm not. Mostly, what I'm thinking is that only the good die young. So I'm going to be a bad person. Oh, Mr. Snotty is so anal about his cigarettes. He will not even smoke one of mine. And mine are just Marlboro Lights. His are regular Marlboro. He would rather go to the store instead of smoke one of my cigarettes. No, yeah, you're right. Yeah, we smoke only in this room, and we have this air purifier. But I do once a month clean the walls, windows, curtains, everything, because you can definitely tell we smoke in here.
All right. Sorry about that. I had to handle a child situation.
That's right. Top hat. Yeah, that's why I
Yeah,
always
that's a
said.
good one, Top Hat.
Yep. Yep. Only the good die young. So I'm gonna. And plus, I haven't said this for a while, but I'm being very clear. I've been pretty clear about this, that I don't want to live long enough to wear diapers and all this shit. So
Oh yeah, you've gone into this before.
yeah,
That was on raw and uncut Jackie Unfiltered
yeah.
version. That was
So I'm
that was a wild
definitely
one.
going to make sure that I don't live to be 100. I don't want who wants to? I don't want to live to be 100. So I'm gonna see to it that I don't.
That's what Mr. Fig always says too. He's like, don't try to keep me alive. I don't want it. Don't be trying to change his diet. No. Let him be. Let him live. He also says he has to go first because he won't know what to do with himself.
Well, he definitely won't.
No. He says you could definitely handle life without me for a lot longer than I could do it without you. So, and that is true. He's got a track record to prove that already at 35.
Oh yeah. See, that's another thing too. You know what? Sure, that's just it also. I'm not trying to have the weight gain already with menopause has been a pisser for weight gain. I don't need to throw any extra. And you know what? Menopause really is right here, I don't need to add. Hi. I don't know how to say your name. Sis, can you say that name? Oh, VH sample.
VHS sample.
VHS. Oh, I don't know. That's hilarious, Share Bear. Right. I'm just gonna I'll go to lights. Yep, trying to. Wow, you had a heart attack in 2010. Wow.
Oh, I was muted and I didn't even know it. I was doing some things over here, so I was trying not to be too
for-
loud.
Thanks for helping me out there.
I know Travis isn't on, but he doesn't like it when I'm loud in the background, so I'm just trying to do my best.
Yeah, he doesn't come on ever. That's okay. I don't need his stinking crap. Oh, wow. That's funny, Top Hats. My brother smokes ultralights, and I smoked one of his one time, and I'm like, just suck my brains out. I get a head rush just from sucking so hard.
that's
Can't do it.
that's what she said. No, yeah, the hundreds are the worst. Oh man,
100.
that's what he said. The hundreds, the ultralight hundreds, those are the worst. The hundreds part. That's what gives you the headache.
No, it's the ultra light.
Oh, yeah, I could have a full flavor in 100, and I'm still feeling like getting lightheaded, trying to get anything out of there until you get like midway. At least that's me anyway. That's what I've noticed.
Yeah, ultra light. You can't get anything out of it. You got to just try way too hard.
Oop. Sorry about that.
Okay, well, you're going to have to cover because I have to go to the restroom.
Oh, all right. Well,
Mr. Snotty
okay.
will come too.
Yeah, Mr. Snotty, welcome to
You had
the
easy
show.
menopause? Well, congratulations, Share Bear, because I did not.
Uh-oh, Share Bear. Now you're going to be on her list. I'm just kidding. She's not that kind of woman. Try to snuff an ashtray and rarely smoke more than half at any time. Yeah, my dad does that, Top Hats. He gets the hundreds and then he puts them out about halfway through, and then you'll see him mosey back out and smoke the other half at some point.
So my experience with those light cigarettes, my first wife smoked a Carlton 100 menthol, same kind of thing. And if I ran out of cigarettes and I got a cigarette from her, I would either tape the filter over because they had all these little tiny holes in the filter. You try to take a drag off the thing, and you get this little wisp of smoke, or just break the filter off and smoke it from the other end. But it just
Wow, that's harsh.
well,
That's harsh, Mr. Snotty. Yeah, you can actually just cut the filter in half, and then you're good, and you're not, going 1920s Great Gatsby style on everybody.
Who has scissors lying around? I don't. Break them off. Spin it around, line it up. We're off and running. Anyway, I have a subject I want to bring up here.
Okay.
Jackie Snotty is not here. I am stressed out beyond belief. Trying to
Is
figure
this
out.
about a Christmas present?
Yes.
You should have figured this out by now, Mr. Snotty.
I know. I went out and had lunch today with a customer, and I was going to stop at the mall on my way back and go shopping and look around, but I was like, I'm tired. I don't feel good. I don't want to go shopping. And so now I'm like, well, I'll just put it off till tomorrow. And I'm like,
Uh-oh.
I don't think I'm going to go tomorrow either. I feel like crap right now. I'm stressed.
Oh man, yeah, you're gonna be in trouble, sir.
I am in serious trouble. I don't know what to do.
I got nothing for you. She hasn't dropped any hints at me.
I appreciate that. There's not been a lot. I mean, you look at the studio here, and she's pretty well equipped, so I'm just not sure. I'm going to have to put some serious creative thoughts on this to get it to work. If anybody has any thoughts, please feel free to either post them in the comments or send them to me at fred.megna@gmail.com.
Oh, you're gonna get emails you probably don't want at some point.
I'm
Not
sure
from
I'm
these
going to get
lovely
emails.
folks.
I'm sure I'm going to get emails I don't want, but I really need
Oh,
some
that's
out
too
there.
funny.
And I'm getting a little bit desperate at this point. Maybe
Did you
new firearm. I don't really know.
did you ever get her that? She wanted some kind of serving thing for serving.
That's what you mentioned earlier. I'm not sure what she's talking about there.
Oh,
I have no idea.
It is something she's been wanting for a while, so
Certainly.
I'll have to figure out what she was talking about. See if I can get that for you.
Get on that. Get on that.
Do my best, sir.
Get on that. So I need some help. I could hear she's in the kitchen rattling around with the ice maker. So,
she's trying to get herself a new drink, huh?
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna have to put the kibosh on this. But and then in terms of less fun things, we could talk about going up north over Christmas, because we're gonna have a great time up on our little ranch over Christmas time, right, baby?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you guys are always having a good time up there.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be cold. I should give you some hand warmers, those chemical hand warmers.
I have some.
Well, maybe you need some more. Maybe I need some. All right,
You need the electric hand warmers, the rechargeable ones.
Yeah, if there is such a thing. Maybe.
There is.
All right,
There
I'm
is.
turning it back over.
I showed them to you.
Don't buy me any. I don't want any.
Doesn't want it. Turn it back over to the snot rocket.
Alrighty.
Oh, Burr. Oh, look at you. Have that thing right. Hey, right here.
Oh, thank you, love.
Somebody left something that goes in his ear right here.
There's a bunch of ear goo on it.
Yeah, I don't want it. I know. That's exactly what I'm talking about. What did I miss? So used.
Not a whole lot. Mr. Snotty was talking about just ripping filters off of cigarettes, just smoking them like
Nothing
a savage.
Oh.
Yeah, no, you didn't miss anything important. So, any fun stuff going on? I know you were talking about some other not so fun, tragic stuff earlier, but I was kind of
is
busy.
anything good happening? You mean?
Yeah. Let's start a new thing. What's or funny, good or funny?
I love funny.
Anything?
Let me think. Nothing funny has happened to me in a couple of days. Probably
That's
this whole week. Yeah, I know, because I really, I totally love to laugh. I love laughing so much.
You didn't get a phone call from your husband telling you that they coughed and broke their foot?
No, I did not.
Because I did. That's what I got. That's always a good time.
Yeah, that's funny. Well, yeah, that actually is something funny that happened.
It actually was funny. Not for him. Now that he's in a boot and he can't walk, but it is funny though. It's a good time over here.
Right. And that's kind of a given at your joint.
Oh, absolutely. There's always some kind of situation happening over here.
Mm-hmm.
All the time. Every day. So
yeah, and I know everybody, a lot of people were a lot of people. Okay, that's a big fat lie. There's never been a lot of people here.
yeah, you've had a lot once or twice.
Well,
but
yeah. I mean, I know. I'm just saying. As a rule, you know what I mean.
as a general rule, I get you.
I'm not real popular, but but the people I have, I love very much, and
You're big in Japan. That's what I hear anyway.
Not at all. But I am really I'm very happy about the people I have here. I'm very grateful and very humbled by that. I just mean that when I said a lot, that was kind of an exaggeration.
Right. Well, exaggeration is a family special. So
Not
okay.
with me so much.
Happens a lot over here. A lot of dramatizations going on.
What do you?
Comical
What?
times today.
What?
Looks like you and Top Hat's got something in common.
Are you serious? Okay, so I never heard of that, but
That's hilarious, Top Hat.
okay, so that is something like I've had.
I imagine, since you got it at the smoke shop. I imagine.
Well, you know what, Top Hats, this is a thing. So anytime,
Well, I don't know actually. What are the laws in North Carolina? Do they have those kinds of smoke shops? I don't know.
yeah,
I don't know what kind
Is
of
it-
smoke shops they're allowed to have there.
is it goofy tobacco kind of stuff or what?
I imagine, because I've never had a gummy bear. Or I've never seen a gummy bear give anybody any kind of comical times. Just a regular old Haribo gummy bear. So I'm guessing.
Well, I've never been one to care about wacky tobacco at all. I don't care. I'm not a fan of it. I never have been.
So you say.
But
Or Mr. Or is it pot?
Well-
Oh, I love Mr. Snotty. He's trying to get direct.
well, as a teenager, I did it, and I felt like my leg was flying off. I don't know. I was very unhappy about it. I wanted it to go away. But as an adult, way later adult, I've had some where it makes me laugh a lot, and some that makes me feel like I'm not sure if I can make it to bed. And that song, every song lasts about an hour. And I was very uncomfortable with that. Oh, okay.
Too
So
much.
you can have some. Oh, thank you. I love you, Cher Bear. I do. That's so nice.
Let's see how it's legal because I've been pretty twisted up today. Yeah, yours might be a little over the limit, I guess, if that was your experience. That's funny that it's like has to be like it's like a light cigarette, right? Light pot.
Right. How do you just have like, okay, so you can have a small amount of, okay, guess what? I'm going to go ahead and just say it. THC, is that the right word? Is that the right thing?
Yeah. I love how you're like, I'm coming out, I'm saying it. And then you had to ask if it was even right.
Well, I just have to be really clear. That is what it's called, right?
Yes, that's the part of the plant. Yeah,
So you know what happened to me? What happened to me?
The good stuff in it, if you will.
No, I don't like. I'm not kidding you. When I was a teenager, everybody I knew smoked pot, and I used to get pissed off because I don't like it, and it made me angry because I was scared and I thought we would go to jail. I didn't know what would happen, and I also did not want to be high ever. I couldn't stand it, and so I was always pissed off about it. So me, who does not ever do that, I go to a concert, I eat a gummy, okay? Then I go to get my medication, my regular prescribed medication. They take a urine sample, which I'm not concerned about because I don't have issues with anything. And next thing I know, they call me and said, you tested positive for, I think it said, what is it, Ash? THC?
Yeah, they said you had a dirty drug test.
Tested positive for THC, and I go, well, I don't know what that is. And everybody goes, yes, you do. And I go, no, I don't. I do not know what that means. I never failed a drug test in my life. Never worried about failing a drug test in my life. And all of a sudden I can't have my medicine that I need because I'm all of a sudden a pot smoker, and I'm not at all. At all.
Sure. That's just what you
Okay.
want
Well,
people
I
to
went to
believe.
see Elton John, which with some old with people I've known my whole life, and they even took a gummy too. We had a great time. We had a really crazy, awesome time. Only time I ever liked THC, apparently. And all of a sudden, I flunk a drug test. Really? Because all kinds of people I know are doing some nonsense, and I failed the test.
So were you. Yeah, you know, that's
And now
funny
all
that
of
you
a
say
sudden
that
it's
though,
legal.
Miss.
Now it's legal here, so now I could just THC it up all day long, and I don't because I don't want to.
That synthetic type stuff you're talking about, top hats. That's weird. I feel like I've heard that's worse. I've heard a lot of crazy stuff about those derivatives and those synthetics, and they should just legalize the real thing, and then you don't have to worry about some of those.
What do you mean
I've heard
about
some.
synthetics? Where are you seeing that? I don't know.
He said it's the Delta 9 that the part he was talking about. That's
Oh,
the derivative of the real stuff, and I've heard some pretty sketchy things about those synthetics. Actually, I heard about what was this case? There was a murder case I was listening to not that long ago, and that's what it was. It was the guy was doing synthetic marijuana, and it caused like hallucinations, and it can do that. And he murdered her because of the hallucination. So I mean, so he says, but it can do that. That's a proven fact.
I can all but guarantee you nothing's going to make me murder somebody. I'm pretty positive.
Well, yeah, but I just mean like it can cause pretty severe hallucination. But sorry, my husband's distracting me at this Suns Pelicans game. Looks like a fight. I love me a good sports fight.
Well, it wasn't legal here at the time that I tested positive for it. This has been actually it's probably been like more than 3 years ago. But I still can't get the medication I need because I'm some kind of I'm on a list now. Once you become, then they want to act like I can't even get cream for my hands because I don't know, I'm on some kind of list of abusing drugs, which is so absolutely absurd. It's crap. I don't do things that are mind altering.
Right.
I don't.
See, top hats here, you don't even have to have a card because it's not even medically legal anymore. It's full on recreationally legal.
No, you can just
so you
have
don't
a
need.
joint. You can just smoke up a joint if you want to right now.
Yep, you sure can. Not you though. No, I'm just kidding.
But
no,
I can't
you can
get me at a concert one time in 50 freaking years. No, nope. And when I try to go to a different doctor, they knew.
That's funny. They knew. They had your number.
They did. And now it's something everybody's allowed to do, but I apparently couldn't do it one time.
Oh man, that's too funny.
Yeah, because I actually tried to act all sly. I knew I was acting, probably it was showing on me that I was acting weird. They didn't even let me go back to the room. They came out in the waiting room and told me no.
Yeah, but I don't think it's because you were acting weird. I think it's because you tested positive for drugs, ma'am.
Because I'm on some kind of list.
On some kind of list. I think even now it's a little weird. Didn't do the lottery until the states around us legalize it. They're losing. And then they won't legalize flour until those. Yeah, probably. I feel like more and more states. I think a lot of states are doing it. So the more and more that do.
Oh, can I say something? Can I say something real quick for somebody who
No.
has had who has flunked a drug test? Let me tell you this: I voted not to legalize it. I didn't want it legalized.
Because
I'm not
that's
an
because you're
advocate.
fun at parties.
I'm not an advocate. No, I'm fun all by myself. I don't even have to have that stuff. Actually, I don't think I behave well. I think I'm probably not fun.
No, you probably are fun. I think you probably are. I don't know. I wasn't there, but
I was at that concert. I had a lot of fun, but I also had a lot of cocktails. I don't know. Because whenever I did it in at the cabin with Mr. Snotty, I was nervous. I couldn't go to bed. And every song lasted like an hour.
well, if Mr. Snotty's running the playlist, all the songs do legitimately last an hour.
No, we were listening to Spotify.
I'll say because Mr. Snotty does not he doesn't listen to songs that don't have an organ and maybe a whole symphony orchestra to accompany them.
Yeah, I should ask Top Hats. Do you
75 verses? Just going on and on and on.
Mr. Snotty's favorite band is Traffic. I don't know if anybody here has heard of Traffic, but their songs are really long.
You may have only ever had a chance to hear one song, and it's probably still playing wherever you left it. Still on currently. Oh.
Well, something like that. I just mean, whatever. It probably wasn't. I don't know. I don't know what it was.
No, now he's just upset that we're talking about his music. He's getting snotty.
Right? Which
Just
is
messing
good.
with you. Just messing with you, Fred. Mr. Snotty.
Just joshing.
Okay. I think those are done. We're going to have some food over here. I don't know if it's going to be good, but we're going to have some food.
I made a little tiny macaroni salad for the kids today.
Oh, did you?
Mm-hmm.
That's nice. Am I one of the kids? Did you make me some? Can you bring it to me right now? No.
It actually was good.
I bet. I don't think the size is the determination of taste.
And Jack likes it.
Oh. I bet he does. That little psycho loves everything.
Yeah. Oh, they love their breakfast this morning. I made them French toast and hash browns. And
oh, nice.
I put on Polar Express. They were so involved in their food and Polar Express. They were, yeah, they loved it. They both did
Well,
a lot.
that's good. That's good. All right. Well, my device here is getting ready to die, so I'll have to scoot. But good seeing you. Good talking to you. Hopefully on Sunday. I'll try to dig in, do some more research and stuff, so maybe I can get some more info over to you. I know Sunday you're gonna be on with Nikki, 38. Everybody go check it out. Nikki's a really nice person. So
everybody needs to be sure and come, and listen to we're gonna roast Katie Joy.
Yeah, that'll be really funny.
It's gonna be super funny.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be great.
Because
so
Nikki has all the video. Okay, she died.
Who died?
Oh,
me?
I was going to say.
Sorry.
I thought you went quiet. I was like, something happened.
Oh no. So yeah. Anyway, I'll do some research and stuff for you. Hopefully this weekend, see if we can't put together a little more solid timeline and information and stuff. But All
Yeah,
right,
that
I'm
would
gonna
be
get
nice.
on out of here. Everybody
Okay.
have a good night.
Well, you have a good night. Are we going to karaoke tomorrow?
Probably. I don't know. Gimpy over here probably won't have it any other way. So, all right. Talk to you later.
Okay. Good night.
Good night.
Love.
Love you.
Standing on you and looking at you. Right? He's standing on you. That's crazy. Well, good night, Top Hats. Thanks for hanging out. And thanks for the whole Delta information. I never heard of Delta, but sure, sounds great. Or maybe not. I don't know if you were in here, Cher Bear, when we talked about. I'm going to be on panel with Nikki 38 on Sunday. We're going to roast KJ. At 7 p.m. Eastern Time. It's going to be really funny. It's going to be super funny. Yeah, I need to get out there, Cher Bear. I don't know how to get out there. I don't really know how to do that so much, but I'm going to work on it. I know I'm busy a lot with the grandkids right now, so but I'm really trying to get out there. Oh my gosh. Wow. Yep. Be standing on you. That's got to be, that's a lot. Uh, That's cute. They're good dogs, though. Yeah, you can barely feel ours standing on you, which is good because they are a lot sleeping on me. Oh, he loves his grandma. Oh, good. I'm so glad. It's going to be really funny. Do you like, you know, Nikki, right? I really like her. Well, I think we're going to call it a night. Yeah, I hope it will. I hope it will. But, you know, I mean, I honestly, I really bad want, I've been telling Nikki for months now, I really want her to get to 3,000 subs by the end of the year. So she's 800 away. I really want to be at 1,000 subs by the end of the year. But that's okay if I'm not too. I mean, that's fine. But yeah, I think it's going to be a good time. I think it'll be a really good time. Right? They have this thing. My chihuahua has to have her head right here when she sleeps. When I'm laying in the bed, she's got her head right here. And she snores. One of the 3 chihuahuas. Huh. Well, I think we're going to cut this off now. So everybody have a great night. That's awesome. Then I will see you on Sunday for sure. Good. I'm glad. Oh, that's super sweet. Okay, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I do appreciate you more than you know. And I hope everybody has a great night and a wonderful weekend. And I will see you Sunday, I hope. The beast. That's cute. Yeah, it's one of those really lovable beast, right? Like a great big teddy bear. Okay, good night, everyone. Thank you so, so much. I appreciate you very much.